anxiety. My anxiety. I start getting hot. Okay, welcome to the Awkward Femmes podcast. I am
Welcome.
Tiara,
I am Lucci.
and today we're talking about our best friend,
Anxiety.
anxiety.
Is she in the room with us today?
Oh, she's always in the room with me.
She's literally always in the room with me as well.
Yeah, I
I
think
think,
she's more me than I am. Like,
yeah,
can you
yeah.
leave sometimes, please?
Like, can you go away and just like give me like 5 seconds without you?
Yeah. When did you? So I'll tell you when I realized I had it. Once I started going to school, and I started learning about anxiety, I'm like, wait, what? You mean to tell me that everybody don't live like this? Everybody's not in constant fear. Everybody doesn't have intrusive thoughts. Everybody isn't super irritable.
Yeah.
Like I had like labeled myself as a bitch, as I was mean because I didn't know that anxiety can manifest as irritability, and
Mm.
especially in Black women. So
Mm.
you might be like super irritable, super uncomfortable, and you might lash out verbally, and
Hmm.
that is tied to anxiety. I just was like, I'm a bitch, not knowing that like it's not normal to be so disrupted because some plans changed or because you couldn't predict the outcome and all of these different things.
Yeah. I think like it's interesting because I'm assuming you're saying you kind of felt like this since you were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like I don't think I got anxiety until like maybe my late 20s. And like late 20s, early 30s is when I think I really started to realize that there was like this thing that was happening and I just didn't know what it was called. Like I had no anxiety. I didn't give a fuck about shit. Just kind of moved through life like I don't care what anybody thinks. Like, and I don't know. I think it probably happened like moving from a small country town to like a major city, and then like making new friends and being in new places and like talking to new people, and as you grow you find yourself kind of like, you know not necessarily like fuck, what's that word they call it whenever you feel like you're not something that you are, you know what I mean?
Imposter.
Yes, I would have like imposter syndrome moments, and then that would cause me to have super anxious and like social anxiety type of vibes. Um, and even with the feeling as it kept coming, I still don't think I knew what it was until like I started talking through it with
I
someone.
just
They were
thought it
like,
was my personality, even being flaky. Like, I would be a
mm,
person that, like, I would cancel
mm,
all the time, and I'm like, I'm just flaky," and I realized I was canceling because I was saying yes to things that I didn't wanna do, so it was making me anxious, and then the time would come, and I just wouldn't do it, and, sometimes it's social anxiety that would make me cancel, but sometimes it's just like, I said yes to something I didn't wanna do, now I feel uncomfortable, now I feel unsafe, now I feel anxious, and
mm,
now the way that I handle that is I don't say yes to things I don't wanna do,
yeah.
and if I really wanna cancel, I cancel.
And you should. I feel like I'm learning to be okay with full body yes this year.
Mhm.
Like I wrote it on my mood board and things that I wanted to remember. So it's like on this it's on a sticky note that's on my mirror, but it's like full body yes or it's a no.
Tell me
Like
more about, like, how you know it's a full body yes versus when it's not.
full body yes for me is going to be kind of like you said, like I'm just saying yes because I'm trying to people please, or I'm just saying yes because I don't want to upset someone, even though like I might be exhausted or whatever. Something like that to me is kind of like, don't try to people please if you genuinely don't have it in you. Like don't go.
Mhm.
Versus I get anxious and I'll try to cancel because I might be scared to talk. I
Mhm.
might be like, it's gonna be a lot of people. What do I say? Like
Mhm.
something about thinking about conversations with people always like, and no one knows this about me. I feel like people like see me out in public and they're like, hey, and I'm like, hi. Nobody ever notices that I will slowly go away into a corner and like be
Mhm.
quiet. Cause like I
I do
don't
that
know.
all the time, and I
I'm
do it.
kidding.
Some of it is panic for me, and some of it is just I'm an introvert and I really be chilling. So
Mm,
I always have to ask myself when I want to say no to something, is it me being an introvert or is it anxiety? If it's
mm,
anxiety, I still gotta go. If it's
yeah.
me being an introvert and I just don't want to, then I won't go. But I have
Yeah.
literally, like you said, just kinda stepped away. Like, I have been in places with people and had a full-on panic attack, and they had no idea.
No, at all. At all. And I'll just be like, hey, I'll be right back. And I will go into the bathroom and either I'm doing a breathing exercise or I'm like maybe in there talking to myself and I'm just like, it's gonna be okay. We got this. Like I give
Yeah,
myself hella pep talks when I'm out. Or I just get shit faced drunk and then I don't think about any of that shit.
and that's a problem because
And
it's
that's the
like that's
problem.
like, I
That's
have
that's
for
the problem.
years managed my anxiety with a little tequila, and
Oh,
that's not healthy.
lotta, not little.
You
Mind
know,
me a
just a
lot.
little tequila, that's not what I should be doing
Like
to manage my
I
anxiety
I
as
can't
a
tell
mental health professional. Like,
mm, I can't tell you how many times people have probably come up to me and they're so hype about me and how I am. And I'm like, bro, you have no idea. The only reason why you got that version of me is because I was so anxious. I got shit faced drunk. And then when you come to me sober and we're having a conversation, I'll be like, quiet as fuck. And then I might come off weird. Then that makes me even more anxious because I'm thinking, replaying the
oh
whole
my god.
interaction. It,
I
it's
hate
the
when I'm
worst.
like when I leave a social especially, like, being, being a transplant, being in a newer city. I
Hmm.
hate when I hang out with new people and then I go home and I'm like, "Damn, was that weird? What did I say? Did I say too much? Did I overshare?" Like, ah. And then I be wanting to say to them, like, "Was I weird?" But I'm like, "No, I don't wanna be that girl." So it's just me just struggling with, "Was I weird?" And if I was, and then I just have to be like, "If I was, it's okay.
Yeah,
I'm just weird."
yeah. I've had to learn that like if I was, it's okay. Like or one thing I remember telling somebody, I was like, I forget what it was. They were like curious. They were like, you always make such interesting friends. You meet so many, cool people. And I'm like, I had to start taking out of my brain like the ones who fuck with you will fuck with you. The,
Mhm.
your weirdo, like people you'll meet the right people for your right weird stuff.
And that
Like,
thing makes you less anxious to be around people that you don't have to perform in front of. That's why, like, I'll just kind of at some point let it go because it's like
mm-hmm,
I don't need everybody to fuck with me.
mm-mm.
My people will find me, and they can't find me if I'm not being myself.
They cannot find you if you're not being yourself. They can't find you if you're pretending to be something that you're not. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
and
that girl.
the thing about anxiety is like it's useful. Anxiety is actually there to protect us, to let us know that we're not safe, that we're not okay. But when you have it in a way that's disruptive, it's like, why the fuck do I feel unsafe because I'm taking too long to make an order? Like
Mhm.
this bitch is about to work her 8 hour shift. Why am I like, oh my God, I don't know what I want. Let me just hurry up and like I don't do that anymore, but that used to be a thing. And I had to really like,
Really?
okay, like, if I went to like, I would literally look at a menu before
Mhm.
I ordered so that
Uh,
I knew what I wanted
uh-huh.
before the person came to the counter so that I wouldn't hold them up
Oh,
because
wow.
it made me anxious. And I see my mom do that sometimes, and I'll be like, "Girl, like, whatever time they clocked in, they gotta clock out at a specific time. We're not doing anything extra." But it
Mm,
made me so anxious to inconvenience people or to
yeah,
feel like I was inconveniencing someone.
but that's like the people pleasing part of it. Where
Mhm.
you're sometimes at least on an empathic level, I like to think I can just feel everybody's rushness around me. So I
Mhm.
feel like I'm just like, I have to hurry up. I need to know. And if
Mhm.
I can't figure it out, I'll order some shit I ain't really even want. Like or just something random. And I kind of got irritated with always either returning, not liking,
Mhm.
I walk away and I'm the one that's mad. So I was like, kind of the same. Like I might pre look at something, or I might
Mhm.
just move out of someone's way and be like, hey, you can go ahead. And I'll just take the L and wait in line because I don't know. I need a
Yeah.
second.
Me, like, so the my longest relationship was with somebody that was really anxious.
Mm,
My mother is super anxious. So those type of relationships really they fed my anxiety. My
mm,
last like really serious dynamic was with somebody who was really calm and chill. And
mm,
since then, my like not to say that I don't have it, I still have it.
mm,
I still experience it, but it's so much calmer because she's always be like, "They'll be okay. Everybody will be okay." And I say that all the time now when I get anxious. Oh my god, oh my god, they'll be okay. Everybody will be okay. If nobody is gonna die, everybody's gonna be okay. Like people can wait 5 extra minutes. I can, change my mind. Everybody is gonna be okay.
mm. Honestly, it's funny because it took me dating somebody like that. where it
'Cause
kind
you
of
didn't give a fuck.
at all, not one single fuck. But it took dating her to kind of like, when I was dating her, I just remember being like, no, just like we'll just wait. She was like, they can fucking wait. I don't give a fuck about them people. And I was like, oh my god,
Like,
like
what do you mean? Oh,
what are
okay.
you
They're
doing?
still they waited and then everything's okay?
Yeah, everything's all right. It's gonna be okay. And then I feel like now I'm like that friend who's like, I don't give a fuck. They'll be all right.
Mhm, me too.
Like, they'll be okay. I
Yeah.
think I know I still find myself doing it depending, but for the most part, I don't get as anxious. And like I said, if I do, I'll just, like with ordering food at least. If I do, I'll just be like, go ahead. And I might take a step back. Or like to not have anxiety, like if I'm already feeling kind of anxious and feeling like it's a lot, like if I walk in and it's a long line, it's a lot going on, I will walk the fuck back out and just order online
Mhm. Yeah, I
and
think
go
that
walk, grab it.
the more you learn about what triggers you, what triggers your anxiety. So like if I'm really feeling anxious, I'll just be like, I'm in a place now where I can name it. You're
Hmm.
okay. You're just feeling anxious. And why are you feeling anxious? Oh, because the outfit that you thought was gonna kill it was is awful. It's ugly. Now you gotta pick a new outfit. So now you're anxious. And or like, why are you anxious? Oh, because you waited till last minute to do your assignment. Now it's
Yeah,
due in 30 minutes. Like
yeah,
so
yeah.
like naming it is helpful to me because then I can say, all right, well, what do I need right now? And sometimes it's not a solve immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just to be like, it's okay to just be like, I'm not okay right now and give myself a minute.
I think that for me is probably one of the harder parts of anxiety is sometimes you can't name it in that moment.
Mhm.
Sometimes you don't know. So it's like you have to just either let it ride or figure out. For me, mine is like a safe space. So like I get anxiety going to clubs, which is insane because then I think plenty of people have videos of me on top of furniture or shaking my ass or bent over. I know I look like I've enjoyed myself, but it took a while to get there.
Same, girl.
Sometimes I walk in the club and I have so, like, my tunnel vision will be like, it
Mhm.
could be 1,000 people and I'm just looking at where's the clear spot? Where is the clear spot? Where are the people who I'm supposed to meet? Where do I need to go to sit down? Like wherever the fuck it is. And if I still like can't find that sense of safety, I like immediately will walk outside. Like I will walk through a crowd to wherever the smoking section is and go out in the smoking section and just like be out there somewhere
Yeah. So
to
for
like
me, for
down.
like naming it doesn't mean I have a solution. Naming it doesn't necessarily mean I know why I'm anxious. It
Mhm.
just means that I'm giving myself the space to be that. Yeah. I mean, sometimes we'll have a big emotion and we think that and the instinct is to get rid of that emotion.
Mhm.
And when the thing is to just sit with it. It's like, "Oh, I'm
Mhm.
sad. I need to not be sad anymore." No, if you're sad, you're probably sad for a valid reason. You need to sit with it.
Yeah.
I'm anxious. I don't need to be anxious anymore because it's uncomfortable. If you're
Mhm.
anxious, even if at the end of the day it might be like a big reaction to what's happening, it's still valid
Yeah.
and it's okay to sit with it. We
Yeah.
anything that is not happy or joyful, we think that something's wrong with that emotion when we have all of these emotions for reasons.
Mhm. It's like a almost like a body scan sometimes. I feel like you kind of just have to sit there and come from the top and kind of like you said, tell yourself like I'm safe, I'm okay, like you
Mhm.
know those are things I'll
Or I'm safe and I'm not okay, because those things can exist at the same time too.
damn sure as hell do. Um, and then you kind of go through the process and you get through it. I feel like I don't know, because I definitely had my first real anxiety attack. So also like talking about this and then also realizing like there is a safe, there is like a moment where you might not feel safe,
Mhm.
like, and that's scary.
Mhm.
That was like, I don't know, I hadn't had that experience before where it was like there was no escape. Like I said, I feel like I'll walk outside or I might like do this or I might do that. In that moment, there was no talking that could calm me down. There was no mental processing that could calm me down. There was nothing. I literally was like, I'm dying. Like, and it was so scary because it was like it it's like this feeling that just comes over so much and then you're trying to catch your breath, and then in my head I was like I can't catch my breath. Like I don't even know how mentally I even got there, Like, well, I do know. I know I had like a whole bunch of thoughts all at once, and I was processing a bunch of things at the same time. And then before I knew it, I was trying to calm myself and soothe myself, but like my typical things weren't working because I wasn't in my space. I was
Mhm.
staying at Gigi's, so it was kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm in someone else's house. Oh my gosh, like I don't have my incense. I don't have my things that would typically bring me some kind of calming something. And then like I wasn't communicating with her, didn't tell her anything that was happening. So I'm just trying to soothe
How
myself.
could you?
The words in my head, I was just like, just say how you feel. And I was like, no, it's going to be okay. Like I said, I was really like, I'm okay. I'm okay. And then it was like we like went to go lay down, and when we laid down, she like laid on my chest and she was like, why is your heart beating so fast? And that really fucked me up because then I was like, oh my gosh, it's beating fast. Is my heart beating at the right pace? Is it beating too fast? Like, because we're supposed to be going to sleep. Like, I'm freaking out and I'm not talking about how I'm freaking out. So like now you're hearing the freak out in my heartbeat. So like from there, I think it made me freak out more because I was like, fuck, like I'm not okay, but like I don't know why I'm not okay. Like, and so that just got so progressively worse. And like we rushed into the hospital. When I say like my chest was just so tight, and I just couldn't. I was like, I'm gonna die. And then we like get to the emergency room, and the lady's like talking to me. Now she's talking to me. She's asking me questions. I'm talking to her. She's like, well, what happened? What were you doing? And I was just like, I was just in the shower. And like, I was like, I was thinking about a lot and processing a lot and da da da. And she was like, do you have anxiety? And I was like, I mean, I talked to my doctor about anxiety. I was like, but I don't. And she was like, everything you're describing sounds like an anxiety attack. And I was like, I mean, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm safe. Like, I'm like repeating these things. Like, and she's like, and it's okay if you're not. And I was like, yeah, okay. And like immediately as she's like talking everything, I just started bawling, crying. And I'm like, fuck, like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I have to process that I'm not okay in real time and then process like why I'm not okay. And it was so much, girl. I should you not, I was fucking terrified. But it was like a lot to hear because like you hear people talk about anxiety, and I know I have anxiety, like I said, like club social, but I didn't know that it can get so big
Mhm.
that you can almost convince yourself mentally that like you can't breathe or something, or that like just whatever the fuck that is. But it was like it was the worst freak out I've ever had in my life. And I'm like, Jesus, like, okay. Like, I'm like, oh, this is a thing. Like, anxiety is like a real thing. I think, not to say I thought it was like a fake thing, but I thought it was just small. I thought it was like on this level for me. I didn't think that it could go here, but it can really be bigger and it
Yeah.
can show up in so many different ways. Like, but that's all I got.
How are you feeling now just after having that experience?
I'm more aware of how I'm feeling when I'm feeling it. Um, I am talking and saying stuff a lot more instead of feeling like I can't. And I think that we are going to stop crying on this show. I swear. I swear to God.
Probably not. I'm a
Um,
crybaby.
but I think that I'm learning that I've kind of been such a loner, and I'm used to expressing myself about so many things, but a lot of times I'm not used to saying how I feel. I'm so used to being this strong person who everybody's like, oh my gosh, I need you. Oh my gosh, like this is what I'm going. I don't typically, when I know someone's like my friends or people are going through things, I don't typically call them and tell them what I'm going through. Why? Don't ask. I don't know. I have to learn that while people lean on me, I can also lean on them too. And I have like this superwoman thing I be having going on where I'm like, no, I'll be fine. I can handle it. And it's like, I sometimes I can't. And I have to learn how to express that and say that when it comes up. And yeah, it's been different for me because I'm so used to being so like quiet. I'm like a suffering quiet friend. And I have to learn that sometimes like it's okay to be like, hey, like I'm not okay today, or hey, like I'm going through a lot, or like, hey, I'm mentally I can't. I think I don't know if it's a part of the people pleasing thing I had to get past when I was younger, or if it's just a part of like having an absent parent or parents, because technically like even when my dad was raising me, like he was so busy trying to like just be a dad that I feel like we kind of just did our own thing.
Yeah.
So I think it just kind of caused me to have this hyper super independence about myself, and like about how I am and who I am, and emotional hyper independence. And like I will just have so much, and then I'll just be like, I got it. I can take more. I got this. I'm a G.
I'm
Give me
laughing
more.
because, like,
Like
people be like, when somebody tell you what they're going through, don't be like, "I relate," but Imma say it anyway because I do relate. I think,
yeah.
for me, growing up, I just felt like if I asked for help, it probably wouldn't be helpful. So, I just never asked, and then I just continued as an adult to just not ask because it's like, how is this gonna be helpful? If I tell you, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna fix it? And, yeah, and I just
So,
then I'm
so you
also
just
Virgo and I think I know everything, so it's like
we
you
like
just be dealing with shit and then your chest hurting, your stomach hurting, it's because you didn't tell anybody and the shit just all
no,
stirring in there and you just like, "I'm tough. I'll figure it out. I got it.
and then get
If
mad at
nobody
everybody
can, I
else around
can."
you. Then be mad at somebody around you for not doing it right. Like, you know what? Give it to me. I'll take care of it. Like, no.
I'm
Like
like, "How is Lucy gonna deal with me? I'm a crazy person. How is she gonna deal with me?"
I feel like I do. We're pretty good on both ends. Like I'll see and I know. Like that's why I was like, I don't want her taking on everything. I can take some of it on. Like even with the editing thing, I was like, Tira, just let me do it. I said I would do it. They're like, no, let me get it.
And
And
I
I'm
was
like,
like
I
and
know
I and
what
I had to tell
you're
myself,
doing.
I'm like, "She can do it. Like, I don't have to do it. She can do it. I actually trust her. She's a Virgo. She got it."
I'm like, I know what you're doing because I do it too. So just
Because 'Cause they'll
like
be like,
even
"Just let me do it."
just let me do it. Like, but I get it.
One second, one second. You got me all teary. I was trying to hold my tears back
I know,
because I wanna give
girl.
you a hug.
I
Because you don't have to do anything
I
alone.
know. You and even Kelly, even like Whitney, everyone was like, why the fuck didn't you tell me? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, I I didn't want to like stress anybody out. And y'all all gave the same response where it's like, bitch, why didn't you what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't know. Even Gigi was at the hospital. She's like, babe, this is the second time we in an emergency room, like, and we haven't even known each other for like 2 months. She was like, why didn't you just tell me how you were feeling? She was like, why didn't you just talk to me? She was like, I could have calmed you down. I could have like at least helped you feel a little safe. She was like, maybe we could have talked through it. She was like, I could have gave you space. She was like, whatever it was you needed, like I could have tried to help. And I didn't say shit. I just was like, I'm dying. We gotta go.
It was your ghost that came in the room like, "She died, but I think we should still go to the hospital because we might be able to bring her back."
When I couldn't even get words out. I was like, I can't breathe. Like that's all I knew. And I just had the asthma attack. So when I was explaining to the lady at the hospital about the back to back of it, it was like having the asthma attack made me think it was an asthma attack.
Mhm.
It was not an asthma attack. So it was kind of like I'm over here
And is your
losing my
asthma acting up because you've been so stressed?
no, it wasn't. It was just an anxiety attack because I had used my pump. My pump worked. I was fine. I could breathe. My all my vitals, everything was good. Like, and that's why they just like had me sitting there, and she kept asking me more questions. She's like, your blood pressure is fine. She's like your breathing is fine, your heart sounds fine. She was like, like everything checked out. Like they were about to do what do you call it, a x-ray on me just to be sure with my lungs. But she was like, your
Mhm.
lungs sound fine. Like she was listening to him, and she started asking me like, Annie, is there anything else? And I'm like, I mean, I was sitting in the tub trying to calm myself. Like, you know, I was thinking about a lot. And then I mentally started thinking that I couldn't really breathe because of all the thoughts I was having. And then when I didn't like, and as I started talking about it, she was like, okay. She was like, yeah, yeah. Have you ever had an anxiety attack? I'm like, bitch, no. Do you want
No,
one?
it makes it hard sometimes when you have, like, something that's invisible that other people can't see because
Hmm.
they dismiss it. And you're
Yeah.
like, if they don't understand, if they haven't had that experience, or
Hmm.
if they aren't just, in the know about how mental health works,
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
just dismiss it. You can just shake it off. So then
Yeah.
it becomes a thing where you don't wanna tell anybody you're having this experience because it's kind of embarrassing. It sounds like you're weak, or it sounds like you're lazy, or all of these things when, no, this shit is real.
No, it's
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 real.
real. And for me, I think it was like I did it. I did it to myself. I brushed it off to myself like it was nothing. I'm like, girl, what is going on with you? Like, you are tripping. I'm like, you just need to chill. Like, I was really trying to talk myself down in my head, like, just calm down. Like, what's going on? Like, you're fine. Like, just really continuously brushing it off when it was like, no, this is anxiety. You're feeling anxious. You're feeling like you want to escape out of your body and your skin, and you can't find your comfort in anything. And I don't think you're going to. And
Mhm.
so I had, like, they literally had to give me some pills that are kind of like Xanax to kind of like literally calm me down. And I was like, oh my God. I just, like, it was in that moment as it was calming me down where I was like, oh shit, I just had an anxiety attack. Got it. Like, got it. I needed a little tiny pill to calm my ass the fuck down.
Yeah,
Like,
your
it's
body kinda
real.
goes into shock or protection, like,
Mhm. Mhm.
and to have your body, to have your nervous system in that amount of stress ready to protect you for so long, it only can do that for so long when it's like,
Yeah.
"Alright, girl, the danger is not coming."
Yeah. 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 And it again, a crazy feeling. Like, anybody who's out there and you're feeling like that, girl, it's okay. You're not the only one. It is
Mhm.
all right. Don't let
You're
nobody
not weak.
downplay it. Don't let nobody make you feel like it's too much. Go and talk to somebody. Like,
Yeah.
I literally from here have to like go and make sure that I um what is it, psychiatrist, right? The one who gives you pills?
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
have to go tell my psychiatrist now because also got the Adderall and don't want that to be a part of it because she said that it that can also heighten it. So
Girl, I was at the dentist, and usually they check my blood pressure before they do anything,
hmm.
and, he was like, "Why is your blood pressure so high?" I'm like, "I just have anxiety." He was like, "You're just sitting in a chair, like, are you nervous about this?" I'm like, "No, this is just how I'm always like this." So let's kinda switch into how do you navigate, and a specific situation is coming to mind for me, but, like, it's so difficult to navigate other people's anxiety when they don't know how to regulate themselves. Like, for me, I've finally learned to set boundaries where it's like, I can support you, I can listen, I can, try to show up, but I cannot make this my emergency. Because I know it feels real for you and it is real for you, but there are
Hmm.
some times when people are so anxious that they'll make it your responsibility. How do you
Hmm.
navigate that?
Um, I actually dated somebody like that, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't. I think when we met, I was nowhere near the patient, mature person I am today. So I feel like I did not navigate that well. I would be like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. Or again, um, it was it. I felt like she needed somebody that had the patience, and I didn't. I
Mhm.
just navigating through it today, and the person that I am today. I feel like I kind of the same. I feel like I could be patient, I could be there, I could be supportive, but even when it comes to my own anxiety, I don't expect my partner to take on all of that. I just
Mhm.
think that there should be some sort of self-regulation in the sense of making sure that if you need to be medicated, you know what I mean? Like, just certain things that you have to as your own individual self show up as. I mean, if you have the kind of partner that wants to do all of that, I love that for you.
But that
But
can
like,
bring, like, codependence. Like, I've
yeah.
been in a relationship with somebody who was really anxious or friends with people, and I had to be like, "Look, like, I said something that you didn't like, and now you wanna have a conversation right now, you calling me 100 times. I'm not ready to talk, and it's
Yeah.
okay for me to take that time, and I
Mhm.
understand that you feel like you need to talk right now, but
Mhm.
you gotta figure out what you have to do to regulate that
No,
because it's not fair to me and it's not safe for me. Because I have been in situations where people's anxiety have been so high that because I know what it feels like to be anxious, I'll just give in, and that breeds codependence, and then that also reinforces that it's okay.
yeah,
When while I recognize that the anxiety is real, it's also not okay to harm the people around you, um, because you haven't learned yet how to regulate your
yeah,
emotions.
yeah. And see, for me, like, I don't know. That for sure because sometimes even though even though someone you're dating has an anxiety attack, you also don't know how someone else is going to react to it. Like, kind
Mhm.
of like you said, I've had people who want to have a conversation right there, like, I need you right now, and it got so big. Like, I have to explain to people when I date people. The first thing I feel like I typically tell people when I meet them is like, low key, like, I'm a very chill person, but like in my past, or like the attitude I know I can have, I don't work well with too much of that. What do you call it? Like, I'm not good with super aggressive people, or super
Mhm.
like, dating somebody who does have anxious moments, or is going through a lot of emotions and needs to, like, do things right then. I remember I tried to walk out of a room, somebody grabbed my arm. I've tried to leave someone's house and been stuck. I've tried to escape and been yelled at. And for me, you know, for her, it was like, I just need to talk to you. Like, I
Mhm.
need you here with me. It was really bad. Like, but for me, I went into like protective, like, bitch, I was in law enforcement for 10 years. You're not finna trap me in a house. I will beat your ass. Like, I
Mhm.
I don't I don't know how to do stuff like, and I've had to explain to people, like, I don't like to put my hands on people. I will never like beat somebody up, but like, I will remove you from being in front of me very quickly. Or yeah, yeah.
But it's also just not healthy, like, people
Mm-mm.
have normalized this dynamic of, like, this passionate, intense
Mm-mm.
reaction when it's really just chaotic. Like, my ex, the one that was super anxious, like, she'll pull up on me and be yelling and knocking, like, "Baby girl, it's like, I get that you wanna talk, but I don't." And you have to figure
Well,
out a way to respect that. I don't owe you a conversation when you want one.
they call it
And I
crashing out. It's called
Oh,
crash
yeah,
out.
it's crashing out now.
Crash out.
So,
I'm a
listen,
retired crash out, so
I'm
I
a
don't play.
retired like, I'm a fucking retired crash out. I was the crash out of, like, I remember one time this is when I realized I wasn't a crash out anymore. This was before the
Mm-hmm.
term was the thing, and I
Mm-hmm.
was driving, I got a flat tire, and I got out, and I looked, I'm like, "Damn." Then I got on the app, and I did the app, and I called Progressive, and it came, and they did
Mm-hmm.
all the things, but before, oh my god, that would've took me over the fucking edge to have a flat tire.
Mm-hmm.
I would've went nuts, even
Yeah.
though I had roadside assistance, and I
Mm-hmm.
and I sat in the car, I was like, "Wow, I
Growth.
might be okay. I might be
Growth.
doing okay."
For you to crash out over a flat tire, you was a real crash
No, bitch. No, let me tell you how bad I was, and this is probably gonna be super embarrassing, and I just really can't believe anybody would deal with me because I was fucking insane.
I knew I
Um,
was insane.
and I know, like, using those type of words is not politically correct, but whatever.
Mhm.
Um, but, like, I remember one time my brother went and got me Wendy's nuggets, and I wanted sweet and sour sauce, and he brought barbecue sauce, and I crashed the fuck out and threw the sauce against the wall. Like, what?
Like, who does that?
Fucking psycho. What do you mean? Like,
Bitch,
you
I said I
you
wanted sweet and sour.
I want a sweet and sour sauce. Ah! And this was not a one-time occurrence. It did it pretty much, pretty often. How I should
Multiple
text him
times.
right now and just apologize again.
You probably should.
Like
Like,
what? Oh my
crash
god, I
out
don't
over
have
no.
soy sauce for my rice. I remember I sent my girlfriend to go back out because she brought
I'm not
rice.
gonna lie to you.
It was in the
I've
wintertime.
had an
Go
attitude
get the
with
soy
like
sauce now. I'm not eating this shit.
that.
Who was I? How do people love me?
I don't know. I kind of did that too. I think maybe that's just like young crash out shit. I think that
So unreasonable.
to me that's reasonable and normal, but like also I kind of did the same thing. Like I remember crashing out on a boyfriend because he wanted to watch a basketball game and I was watching Grease, the musical,
Mhm.
and it was my favorite song. And he was like, "Hold on, let me just check the game." And he like turned the channel, and I was like, "No." I was like, "Just like if you don't want to watch the game, I asked you if you want to watch the game on your phone or like go. Like I want to watch this movie." And like I was so over him, and like when he changed the channel, I like got up, unplugged the TV. Like you can get the fuck out. I don't care.
Baby girl, I remember, oh my
If we
god.
not watching Grease, we not watching nothing.
I
You
remember
can
one
get up.
time I went to Popeyes. I was going to it was Popeyes. Well, yeah, it was Popeyes, and I wanted some naked tenders. 'Cause and when I opened my box, it was crispy tenders.
Hmm.
So when I went inside, I'm like, "These are crispy tenders. I wanted naked tenders." They're like, "Oh yeah, we don't have naked tenders." When I tell you everything that was on the counter was on the floor by the time I left, and they had just mopped. 'Cause why the fuck didn't you tell me that you're just gonna give me what you want me to have?
So why the fuck would you even have me in the line
Then
waiting
I
for
went to
the
work after that, and I was mad, and one of the managers said something to me, and everything that was on the counter was on the floor because
I don't understand. But you know what though? It's people like us where it's like people be like, "You're so sweet and so chill now." 'Cause I've retired from crash. I crashed out so hard
yeah.
as a kid. My 20s, maybe the beginning of my 30s, because I did ride by. There was this one girl I did out in Atlanta. You know who you are. I did end up telling her I sat outside her house and that I was waiting for her to come out after she
I
broke
mean,
my.
I sat outside my ex house, but I don't think I was crashing out. I think I was supposed to be there. She was lying. Look, hear me out. Hear me out.
I was
Hear
supposed
me
to
out.
be there. It's crazy.
Hear me out. Okay. I
Okay,
was on my
good.
way to work, and something in my soul said, "Drive by this bitch house." So
Okay.
I call her, she don't answer the
Mhm.
phone because we
Okay.
like trying to work it out. We're trying to
Mhm.
work it out. We supposed to be getting
Mhm.
back together. Call her, she don't answer the phone.
Mhm.
All right, I drive by her house. I text her and said, I got a flat tire.
Mhm.
So she
Did
called
you have
me.
a car?
No, did not have a flat tire.
Okay.
She called me. I'm like, where you at? She was like, I'm at home. I'm like, oh, you at home? I'm outside your house. She like, I mean, I'm on my way home from Walmart. Okay. So she gets there like 20. So she didn't come. She like her dad had a house a block down.
Uh huh.
So I call her again. She's like, yeah, I'm at my dad's house. I was washing clothes or whatever. I had to drop the stuff off or whatever. I'm like, okay,
It'd be the devil.
bring out your stuff from Walmart. She brought out some fucking laundry detergent that was I had already like halfway used. I'm like,
Uh
where's
huh.
the receipt? She's like, she's like, you can't be doing this to me. But this is the one who was like the anxious one who had
Mm.
been like doing the craziest things to me,
The
popping up for
most.
years and all the
The most.
things. Bitch, she was secretly still living with her ex, not living in her house.
That's another
So I
episode.
feel like I was supposed to be there.
I think you were supposed to be there. I
Yeah.
wasn't. I wasn't.
What you will do? What you do?
I felt like she was cheating on me, so I went to her house and I sat in her
Hmm.
garage, in her parking spot,
In her garage.
in her garage. I snuck
Hmm.
in through with another car
Whose car? Oh, behind somebody's car.
behind somebody else's car, and I just like
Hmm.
waited. I saw her light up on the 16th floor because you can see when I was driving up the street. I saw that I counted, and I saw light number 16 was on. So
Hmm.
she was home, and it was like the little colorful lights, and they kept changing. So I knew it was a party. As the light turned on, she's like entertaining. So I sat, I sat down in the garage, and
Hmm.
I snuck in there, and I sat there, and I was like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I just want to know. Like I want to know. She wasn't answering her phone. I can't remember. I think I called her. It's so funny because I think I called her about something similar. Like I think I was like I was having car problems or something, and she just kept taking forever. And I was like, "This bitch gonna leave me on the side of the road? I wouldn't have no car problems." But it didn't fucking matter. I just wanted to know if she was gonna come and help because bitch, I would help you. So why all of a sudden you not helping? Like what's going on? And so yeah, I sat in her garage. I think I like called Kelly, and Kelly was like, okay, I think maybe it's safe to say like your feelings are hurt. She was like, I think it's safe to say that like, you really, really liked her. Like she just really started like really pointing out obvious shit. Like she was like,
Mhm.
I think maybe it's okay to just like leave her parking lot, you know? She was like, because if you sit there, like, what do you plan? Like, what's your plan? I was like, I'm gonna beat her ass. I'm gonna beat her ass. Beat the bitches with her ass. Everybody catching these hands. Like, I don't know. But that was probably in my early 30s. That was probably the last time I almost crashed out. I
So how
thought
did
about
this
it.
end? Did you the bitch come out or what happened?
I found out that she was playing me. And we ended up having a conversation about it later when I was like a lot more calm. So I'm kind of glad I
Okay.
left the parking lot. But I left.
You
Totally.
called the right friend, cause
Yeah.
like, I've been on stakeouts with my friends where, like, we just set a block like, she like, "My nigga cheating on me. I think he in the house with another girl." Okay. We'll
Yeah.
be on the block
You go
before, with
in an
seats back,
unmarked
and we
car.
watching.
Uh-huh. Playing playing all the cheat on you songs. Cause if we're not
Mhm.
playing Monica So Gone or Riding by Maya, I had a playlist. You hear me? I should have cheated. What was that other one? By Melanie Fiona. And it kills me
Oh, that's the one.
to know how much I really love you. I think all of those songs probably did not help my crash out stage, but
They
it was
got you
definitely
ready
fun.
for
Memories.
good times.
Good
Good times.
times. Good times. We got all the way off subject with crashing out, but
I did wanna say a little bit about how anxiety shows up for Black women in ways that they might not recognize, and the strong Black woman archetype,
mm, which is what we just
which we were just talking about,
mhm,
perfectionism, hyper independence, emotional masking, so, like, hiding it behind people pleasing and
mhm.
humor and things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a big O it's a lot. Oh my god.
it is, and I think it's kind of like a thing that's passed down to you. Like I grew up with a mother who her
Mhm.
signature still on her email is Black Strong Woman. Like why I don't know, but she loved it. It's right. It's like Lucina, Charlene Everett, Black Strong Woman. I'm like, is this Diary of a Black Strong Woman? Like I don't know, but she's very proud of that. And I think in older generations, it's been more of a I don't need therapy, I don't need anything, like,
Mhm.
or even that God got me type of complex has been like pushed upon, I think, older generation Black women versus, I don't know. The older I got, the more I was like, I don't know if I got it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I got it. I don't know
I
if I
don't
can
want
do
to
that.
have it.
I don't, I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's get into the segment that we call Messy Mailbag.
Messy
This is the
mailbag.
Anxiously Yours edition.
Mm-hmm.
So the first question is from the Spiral Files, and it says, "I've been rehearsing how to shoot my shot in person for months, but I keep freezing. How do I break the cycle?"
You don't.
Put that in my
I'm
voice.
not gonna lie, like I have girls that still make me nervous when I'm
Mhm.
around them, and they probably still just think I'm just like weird and just like, or they might think I'm like mysterious, but like the reality is like I'm anxious as fuck every time I see them, and I'll just be like, try to be cool, but like it never plays out good. Like one time I said hey to a girl, she was standing like
Mhm.
close to me, and I thought she was paying attention to me, but she wasn't. And I was like, hey, how's it going? With my low ass voice. And she didn't hear it. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And like, I like just walked off and like, nothing. And every time I saw her, I did the same thing. Like, I don't think she's ever heard me talk. I think she just sees me stand next to her and look at her. And like, that's it. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
well, I mean, we wanna help the people, so
We
I'll
want
tell
to
you
help
some
the
things
people.
that I've
I
done that
can't.
actually
You might
work.
be better. You might be better.
Alright. So there are people that I still feel nervous around, so I don't
Mm-hmm.
just say anything at all. But then
Mm-hmm.
there's sometimes when I might just count to 20. Like, "Alright, Imma count to 20. By the
Uh,
time I'm done with 20, I gotta go say something." Or I remind myself that you just gotta shoot your shot. The worst thing that somebody can say to you is no, and you're not any worse off than you were before you asked. You are though, because your heart might be broken, but, like, you'll get over that. You'll be fine if they say
yeah.
no.
Yeah. Or you could like count to 20 and then just run in the opposite direction. That's good too. Maybe. And then say something, go take a shot and say something later. I have done that.
We can't promote alcohol use
Never mind. Take it back. All right.
for
Listen to
coping. I
Tiara.
mean, we can promote alcohol use for fun, but not for coping.
Listen to Tiara. Never scratch it. Cut that. Cut that out.
Not that it doesn't
Get rid of
help,
that.
like,
I
no,
might
I'll
not be.
literally be like, but see, like, the thing about it is, you're probably still gonna be nervous. You're probably still gonna be
Yeah.
uncomfortable. You're probably still gonna be weird, and
Yeah.
that's okay.
I think so too. And I've gotten past like one of them. Like one of the people that made me nervous, I actually just went and had dinner with when I was
Mhm.
out in LA. And like I was like, "Oh shit, like this is not so bad." Like
It's never what you think it is
once
either.
I take away everything that I feel like any expectations or any mental, what if I say something stupid? What if I talk to, like
Yeah.
you said, what if I overshare? Like once I took all that away and just allowed myself to be present in the conversation, it flowed so cool where I was like, okay, this is nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, this is so much more relaxed. Like, I didn't even need to be nervous to begin. Like,
Yeah. See, that's
so
good
chill.
advice. Knock
Yeah.
that hoe off the pedestal. Everybody are
Yeah.
just people.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes we have people on a pedestal and then later on
We
we be
really
like,
do.
what the fuck?
Why the fuck? Why the fuck? Cause why? Cause why? So half time they don't even deserve to be up there. You just
Yeah,
be
and it's
sitting.
like either they're your person or they're not your person.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody will be all right.
Everybody will definitely be all right. You'll live.
You want to read a question or you want me to read another one question?
All right. This one is from shit or get off the pot. My therapist says take baby steps, but what if my anxiety needs a big old push?
I mean, I'm as a therapist.
Mhm. As a therapist.
I'm gonna say listen to your therapist. And I say that just because this is a person who has been paying attention to you. They know how you operate. And sometimes we feel like we need an immediate solution to things.
Mm-hmm.
But usually with anything that we're learning that it's new or uncomfortable, it takes practice. It takes building up some evidence. It takes exposure. So those baby steps are little things that make you feel a little more comfortable until you can do the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you do a big thing and you're not ready for it. How do you maintain that when you didn't build the resilience for it?
Yeah. Or I feel like if you do a big thing and you're not ready for it, that can have a negative impact to where you'll never try it again because you just pushed yourself out there before you were ready. And now you've had this really changing experience or anxiety that just comes over so big that you're like, I'll never do that again.
Exactly. It can confirm for you everything that you were afraid of. And the reality, like I think it's so important to take risks. I try to take risks all the time,
Mm-hmm.
as scary as I can be.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times the way that you succeed is that you have these protective factors. You
Mm-hmm.
have things that you have things that comfort you. You have things that help you process things that are difficult. If you don't have those things yet, then take them
Yeah.
baby steps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I
if you
agree.
could do it, then you would have already did it.
I agree. I agree. Take your time and let
Mm,
yourself get there. And when you're there, it'll be time. Don't rush it. Don't push
yeah.
yourself out there too soon.
And I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Spooked.
Mm.
I accidentally left someone on red for 3 weeks. Do I still respond or pretend I'm dead? Just curious if you have an answer to this.
Bitch, I'll be dead.
Because I'm looking at a ghost.
ah, ah, that's so funny. I don't know. That one's
I'd be
hard.
like, why is she not responding? She's talking about something completely different. I text her 12 messages.
it depends. Like I can say anxiety wise, I have not spoken to people again before. Um, I don't know. I've I'll try to push out there. I will say that. I will try. Like
Mhm.
I might not talk to somebody for 3 weeks and then I might be like, what do I say? Like I used to go through this phase where I would start explaining myself or over explaining myself like,
Mm,
gosh, I've been so busy. Oh my God. Like I stopped doing that and then I'll just start being like, hey, wanted to reach out, see if you want to grab coffee or something kind of small or something that can kind of rebuild that relationship or let that person know like I'm still interested in hanging out, but this or whatever. I've even sometimes told people like I have social anxiety. Sometimes it's hard for me. I want to hang out with people and then I might psych myself out. And I don't want to do that with you. So like please let's get up as soon as possible. I know that other people are busy too. So
Mhm.
sometimes I like I actually used to do this thing on Tinder and Hinge when I would meet people as friends. I would be like, we got about 3 business days before
Mhm.
we need to hang out after we've linked and we actually are having a continuous conversation. 3 business days. If we need to meet in those 3 business days, or else I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna freak myself out about the fact that I have to meet somebody new, and I'm not gonna do it. So it's like if we're vibing, we have like that third day. I'm gonna be like, yo, let's go grab something to drink. I don't care if it's let's go walk on the belt line or let's let's go grab coffee. It can be the worst experience or it could be the best experience. It could be scary. It could be nerve wracking. It doesn't fucking matter what it is. But if I don't meet you in person and we can't have that moment, then I will probably ghost you and never speak to you again. Because
Mhm.
for me, I'm gonna be too anxious about it. It's gonna become too much of a text thing, and I'm not good at that. Clearly, like, I'm not good
For
at
me,
text.
it's a little different where like a lot of messages do make me feel anxious, especially with people that I'm not accustomed to talking to. So I will
Mm-hmm.
give myself that time to respond when I feel like responding. Or
Mm-hmm.
sometimes if I gotta say something to somebody that I don't really feel like saying, I might say it and then throw my phone because I don't want to read their response yet. I'm not ready to have a conversation, but I feel like, and I do think that sometimes you're right. I do think
Yeah.
sometimes you do owe people a explanation. So I'm not a person that over explains myself to people at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was supposed to do something and I didn't do it, then I will bring it up. Like, hey, you know, this doesn't mean, this thing happened. I still value your time. I want you to know that I value your time. It's just that wasn't about you. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the time to explain if it was like in the middle of something where I should have responded. But if it was just
Yeah.
like a regular conversation and the shit just dropped off,
Yeah.
I don't think every response, and people might not agree with this, but I don't think every response needs a response. It just be
It
some
does.
regular shit.
It
Do I
doesn't.
gotta heart it or LOL it just to acknowledge it? Like some things you're asking the right question needs a response. Some things like, yeah, girl, all right. You don't need a response.
No, no. I feel like not everything, and sometimes I ain't even gonna lie, not everyone. It really depends.
That, that too.
If it's a relationship where I'm like, okay, I really want to work on this, then yeah, I'm definitely
Hmm.
gonna respond. I'm definitely gonna reach out. I'm definitely gonna like do that. Even like I said, even if the anxiety is like, I will give myself like a 3 day thing.
Yeah. And I
Okay,
know some people can think that it's mean to not respond to people, but I am in a place of like I'm very selective about who I give my energy to.
mhm,
And it's my energy. And I have
mhm,
limited time and limited energy.
mhm,
And some people I'm just not gonna respond to because
mhm.
I don't fucking want to. And I don't have to.
I also feel like it's a mutual response thing too. For me, it's like some people not gonna let me go through weeks without responding. They might call me or they might be like, "Hey, girl," like like, "Hey, I texted you yesterday. I know you probably got a lot going on, but I would love to."
Mhm.
Whatever. I've done that to people, and I've had people do that to me, and those are typically the relationships where I'm like, "Okay, all right, it's." They're being consistent. They already know that I might either not have a good response or, just not be a good texter or talker, and they're like, regardless, I still want to fuck with you. Like, so
Mhm.
to me, sometimes it can be that. And those that fall off, I like to personally think like, if there's a way to save it, I'll save it. I'll fix that. If there is no way to save it, I will let it go.
We were just talking about anxiety, how it shows up,
I think it's
how it
mm,
while it is valid, if you have it in a way that's disruptive, it's because you're responding in a way that's disproportionate to what's actually happening. And really, like anxiety just be lying. That bitch be exaggerating all the fucking time. It's like, yes, this is something that's uncomfortable. But how uncomfortable is it? Is anybody going to die? And that's really my meter for things. Like I always ask, like, is anybody gonna be harmed
mm,
if I don't do this thing or if I do this thing this certain way? If the answer is no, everybody will be okay.
yeah. I think like I don't know, a good way to make anxiety fun is music for me.
Oh,
I
for sure.
I think that getting your body moving and kind of letting yourself get lost in something you enjoy listening to or being silly. My favorite go to escape anxiety is doing some silly, weird ass shit.
Mhm.
Like with people that I can be silly and weird with who, match my awkwardness. And I feel like
Or the people that live in my head. Sometimes I just be making up stories in
that
my head,
live in your head.
and, I just be doing performances. I still be listening to Juvie and the Yin Yang
Yeah,
Twins. Like, I just do
yeah,
things that make me feel happy and make me feel
yeah.
light, and then also, like, reminding myself that, like, the life that I wanna live is outside of my comfort zone, and
Mhm,
if I look back at how I'm living my life, am I gonna regret that I didn't take a chance? Am I gonna regret that I was embarrassed about something stupid? Even with social media, like,
mhm,
I hate posting on social media. I always feel so embarrassed, so cringe. I don't like putting myself in a position to be perceived like this,
mhm.
but I also recognize that I do have a voice,
Yeah,
and I would regret it if I didn't show up.
yeah. I feel like we kind of like you said, the life we want and the version of ourselves that exists in the future has to do this. We have to get past
Mhm.
this uncomfortable moment. Like, while again, as I stated earlier, anxiety is a real motherfucking thing. Um, there's also ways to work through it. And if it's something you need medication for, get the medication and still do it anyway. Still push through. Still do the thing that makes you feel uncomfortable. Notice the difference between, oh, I don't want to go because I don't want to go and I don't want to be around these people, or oh, I don't want to go because I'm fucking terrified.
Mhm.
Go. Do it.
Yeah, and
Try it.
the thing that I remind myself of is I can go home. If I go somewhere when I'm, like, in a space where I'm like, "I'm fucking terrified, I don't wanna go," and I push myself anyway. If I go there and I still don't like it, I can go home. You
Mhm.
can go home. You can always go home. You can get the fuck on. I tell people all the time, like, give people a time limit, be like, "Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
gonna come, but I'm only gonna stay for 30 minutes. And if you have a great time, stay for as long as you want."
Yes.
But if you're uncomfortable, like, if you're too shy to be like, "Hey, I'm leaving," I'm
Mhm.
not.
I'm not,
I'll be in the middle of a conversation calling my Uber. I'm
babe.
going home.
Or Irish
You
goodbye. I'm I'm going to the
I'm
bathroom.
out, baby.
I'm going to the bathroom real
I
quick.
You just gonna look up, Imma be gone. Where you at? "Oh, I'm in the bed."
I left. I'm in the Uber. I'm down the street. I'm
You
at a
can go home.